Українське радіо. Суспільний мовник. Достовірна інформація. This is the English service of Ukrainian Radio.
This is Radio Ukraine International with its one-hour English language broadcast from Kyiv. Our programs are available on live audio at www.ukr.radio via the Amos 3 satellite or audio on demand. Detailed information on our broadcasts is available at www.ukr.radio.
Welcome to Radio Ukraine International. In this one-hour broadcast, you will hear the information program Ukraine Update, the regular Wednesday program Doing Business, and the Reading Lounge. This is Radio Ukraine International with the information program Ukraine Update. I'm Andrew Bonder and the studio producer is Ludmila Sudakova. While the Russian-controlled Supreme Court of Crimea is trying in absentia Rifat Chubarov, chairman of the Crimean Tatar Mejlis, First Deputy Foreign Minister Emine Jeparova has called the prosecutor's demand to sentence him to 9 years of imprisonment an act of intimidation. The Russian occupiers want Chubarov to be sentenced to 9 years in prison. Another demonstration of intimidation and pressure on the indigenous people of Crimea who resist Russia's occupation of Crimea, Jeparova wrote on Twitter on Wednesday. The tweet followed a court hearing at which the prosecution claimed that Chubarov's guilt was fully proven by testimonies of victims, witnesses, and other evidence in the case. The court is expected to pronounce the verdict on the 1st of June.
В десятках стран сегодня почти в ежедневном формате рассказывают о том, что есть сегодня Крым.
In dozens of countries, almost on a daily basis, they talk about Crimea, about the situation there, about how people live there. Russian media paint a milk and honey reality, showing how roads are being built, but the persecution continues and innocent people suffer, said Emine Jeparova. Rifat Chubarov is charged with organizing mass riots on February 26, 2014, outside the Crimean parliament and public calls for actions aimed at violating Russia's territorial integrity. He moved to Kyiv in the fall of 2019 after he and several dozen other Ukrainian citizens were exchanged for Russian war criminals. He called the trial shameful, saying, "It's nothing new to me. It doesn't change my way of life." Ukrainian ombudswoman Lyudmila Denisova called the case illegal and yet another act of repression against the indigenous people of Crimea. The Kyiv-based prosecutor's office of the Autonomous Republic of Crimea has launched criminal proceedings against the Russian investigators, prosecutors and judges involved in the case against Chubarov. His lawyer Nikolai Polozov said earlier that he wasn't allowed to defend him in this case because of a conflict of interest. In Simferopol, the court rejected Polozov's complaint about not being allowed to defend Chubarov. The Third Court of Appeal in Sochi, Russia, also turned down the lawyer's appeal. He told reporters he would appeal to defend Chubarov after the pronouncement of the verdict. You are tuned to Radio Ukraine International, and we continue our information program, Ukraine Update. OSCE Secretary-General Helga Maria Schmid arrived in Ukraine Wednesday on a 5-day visit, the first since her appointment, for meetings with the country's leadership. She also plans to travel to the Joint Forces operation